fight, man.
Yeah, what's going on? It's another week here. Episode 21, right?
20, right?
2021. Yeah.
One or the other. Either way, we bet Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday. Head November. Say hello to November. It's the fallback weekend, right?
Yeah.
Time get another hour.
Look, hold on. What's that? Tomorrow night we get more sleep, right?
Yeah. Well, midnight
Yeah,
tonight.
get some more
Midnight
sleep.
tonight.
Finally, man.
It's not gonna feel like it though.
Need this break.
And it's always a coincidence. It's always a big fight. I don't know. Since I was a kid, it was always a fight. Fallback weekends. It's always, every single time. Daylight savings, always some type of big fight, always. So tonight we got a couple big ones. Some UFC and got some boxing too. Canelo, Mayweather.
You gonna watch the fight tonight?
Nah. I don't know. We'll see. Always get some type of. Somebody always get it for free somewhere, YouTube somewhere. Get to see Mayweather.
You don't want to waste
son.
the money on it, right?
Yeah, I don't want to waste. We get to see Mayweather's son, his oldest son, Canelo tonight. Get to see him do his thing tonight.
Knockout?
I don't know. Caleb Plant is tough, but Canelo, man, all he gotta do is land like one or two, and that can be it for the boy tonight. So I think it's like a super unification, super middleweight, 168 tonight. So, and they had the Garden tonight too, some UFC, some welterweight rematch, Usman and Covington. So, shout out to my man Jamel Thomas. He always
Usman's gonna get that.
Yeah. Oh, I think Usman. Yeah. I mean, Kobe tough, man, but Usman is something different, with that wrestling. But other than that, we had a crazy week, man.
Crazy week, man.
Yeah, real crazy, man. Some tragedies and some
rough tragedy.
Rough one, man.
Star from the Raiders.
Yeah, man. Mr. Ruggs, man, young man from
22, 23 years old.
Yep. Second year in the league.
Look, he got in an accident. He was doing 155 on a highway.
Nah, not even a highway. Kind of like basically like what would be Greenwood Avenue out here to us. He was basically doing that. He was coming off. I believe he was coming off of an off ramp of a highway, and the young lady was at a light. So still though, either way, man, he was 2 times over the limit in Vegas and crashed into her, and it was like engulfed in flames pretty much immediately. From what the reports were, so sad, man.
From
very
the pictures,
sad.
man, I was surprised that he actually survived.
Absolutely because of the car, being a vet. And the guy at work was explaining to me he has one, and it's kind of like you laying down a little bit.
Yeah.
When he was in it
on the ground.
Yeah. So that surprised with his legs and stuff, but scratches, minor scratches, and the young lady was with him too. But still, though, man, I mean, I don't care, man. He could have broke. I seen
his mug shot. He had the brace on his neck.
Yeah, the scratch on his nose.
They didn't waste time. They put them handcuffs on him right away.
Absolutely.
You
right
think he gonna get jail time for it or what?
Yeah, he has to, man. Being the state that they're in Vegas, her passing away and everything. One of the charges already, was homicide, vehicular homicide. Also, he had a gun too in the vehicle. So they charged him with gun possession too. I'm not sure if it was registered to him or not, but they were saying in Vegas, pretty much the situation that it was in, that they had to charge him with the gun too. So that's their minor offense. Out of all the charges, is the gun, pretty much. So that's the crazy thing about it. So great young receiver, second year in the league from Alabama. The crazy thing, he's lost a friend of his a few years ago. Same way. Every time he scored a touchdown, he always puts the number 3 up. That was his former high school teammate. So he lost in a tragic car accident too, and it's crazy to think he turns right back around and the same thing happens to him. So.
Wow.
That was serious, man.
I wish the best for him. I hope. I'm sorry about the victim too, but
yeah. To me, that's the biggest story.
On all sides of this story.
There's
no good sides to this story right here.
Nah. His family, him being so young, but it goes back to some of the things everybody be talking about. The decisions that you make when you're first starting out. You're making all these millions and just not making the right choices, man. One little slip up and it cost him everything because he was released the next day by the Raiders.
Yeah.
So, and it's the Raiders already going through it with Gruden a couple months, like a month back, him getting fired. Now they're going through it again with a situation like this. So it's tough, man. It's tough. Very, very
Dante
tough.
Sanders, he said he was laughing.
Huh?
I guess he's glad we back.
Oh yeah,
yo, man, you got to come on, man. You got to come on the show, bro.
Shout out my man, Big Alpha, man. Big Alpha. They try to tear us down last week, man. But we keep everything going. Everything going. It's my man, Big Alpha, man. That's the life changer right there. That's the life changer, man.
4 a.m. He said.
Yeah, always, man. The miles, and then
He said 4 a.m.
Then the workout, the walk, then the workout. So
What walk? Hold up, what y'all be doing?
Nah, I can't get the secrets away, man. Especially with Big Alpha watching, man. I can't get the secrets away, man. But now we get it in, man. He is top notch trainer, man. I don't even really consider him a trainer, man. He's like he shows you the way.
Yeah, bro, you can come by, man.
Yeah, man. Definitely got to get him in here, man, because he can definitely, change some lives, man. He helped me out, helped a lot of people out that I know. So, shout out to the boy, man. He like I say, he's a life changer,
Look,
man. Always,
I'm looking at the results right there.
Yeah, a little bit, man. It's you got to see him. When you see him, that's
I
the
seen him.
That's the results, man. So he always, man. He be type of dude that pays it forward, in situations. So you know what I'm saying. He always looks me out. He's one of them type dudes, man. So that's the boy, right? That's the guy right there, man. That's the guy right there, man. And no racing. He always racing me when we on the streets, man. No racing me, man. No racing. So shout out my man. That's my guy right there, man. But other than that, man, there's been some other stuff going on this week, man.
Kanye, man, he made the headlines again.
You mean Ye?
Oh I forgot. We got to say the name right?
He surprised me with the interview because I wouldn't think that he would have a sit down like that. So, and I thought it was gonna be like
that was his first time in years, right?
Yeah, in a while like that, and it was like it surprised me that he did it on Drink Champs like that. Especially with Nori, because Nori just never lets the person talk. Yeah. So Nori finally, let the interviewer do his thing. Let the person just talk, and he asked a couple of questions here and there. But it was a good interview, though, man. It was a good one. It was a good one.
Definitely. I mean, if you ain't see it, it's definitely is a must watch.
Yeah. He hit on some different points.
Yeah,
little Drake stuff.
I think some of the stuff was a little, I think he kind of over exaggerated a little bit. But I know most of that stuff was true.
Yeah, but Ye, he always gives you like stuff to talk about. Always. I wasn't expecting anything less from him when it came to that. So I was glad that he did it. Especially it was a little weird. Some of the Big Sean stuff was weird though. That was weird.
That was definitely weird because he pulled. How you come out of there with a tombstone thing in his hand?
Yeah,
was that planned?
Probably.
Was that scripted?
Knowing him. I don't know. It's always something with him though, man. When it comes to certain artists, especially stuff with Big Sean, because it was like they done made some good hits together.
I thought they was on good terms.
Yeah, because I figured Big Sean was like one of the original good music.
Yeah.
Signees. You know what I mean? Like he was right there with him and Push and John Legend. You know what I'm saying? So I also read that Big Sean and John Legend are the top sellers ever, of all time on good music. So that's really one of them things. Like, I mean, come on, man, the guy's making you millions, but I don't know, something's going on. We'll probably hear a song in a week or two with them two together because I saw Big Sean said that he didn't even say anything to him like that because they was talking a couple of weeks ago. So
yeah, I mean, he took a couple. I mean, he took some weed. He had a couple shots. So
yeah, that
you never know.
Brought it out of him a little bit.
He probably,
the mixture.
Yeah,
the mixture of the two. But some of the Drake stuff too. What do you think about that? Some of the Drake stuff he said.
That's questionable too. I don't know.
Yeah, it's questionable, but I agree with some of the stuff he was saying. Some of the things as far as the musical influences sort of thing.
Yeah.
The Soulja Boy thing, that was funny to me because I know Soulja Boy was happy. He probably was jumping around the house like, yeah, he gave me my flowers. But then he said he took him off the track, the Donda
he
track.
Said he took him off. He said the verse was trash.
Yeah. But
did you hear the verse?
Yeah, I haven't even really heard the album, the Donda. I haven't even heard anything.
You know what? I heard it, but I ain't finished it. I'll be honest with you.
All right, okay. Have you heard the Drake?
Yeah, I heard. Yeah,
I haven't heard the Drake. I haven't heard anything.
I don't know how you do
that. The sexy song. That was it, and that was because it was on with what the hell's his name? With Kawhi Leonard.
It was a good album.
It
wasn't his best album, though.
It wasn't his best? Okay. Right,
yeah, it was a good album, but it wasn't his best.
Well, because I just think the anticipation of it stuff like that, when somebody puts it out there so much and people are anticipating it so much, I never think it could reach that level anyway. So, but what about the verses talk? Some of the verses
now,
talk.
if if that happens, I would like to see, like Drake versus Ye.
Okay. Like I was telling you, that got to be like a stadium.
Yeah.
It's crazy sponsors.
But I don't think they would do it.
I don't think they would either. I don't think they would.
I don't think he would do it. Nas won't do it, or Jay.
Yeah, because I don't think some artists need
Well,
to
I think
do it.
Nas probably would do it.
I think it would have to be against like a Jay-Z type
Yeah.
though. He couldn't do it against like what I told you
Yeah.
outside earlier, like a Busta Rhymes. I don't think that would work. But I would have to
Jay-Z
see.
wouldn't want to do it because it'd hurt. If he did lose, if everybody say that he lost,
But what's a loss? Because what's a loss when
hey,
you said?
Dipset.
Yeah, but
That's
they
a
brought
loss.
that on themselves though. I feel like they brought that on themselves.
Yo,
and then you
I mean,
add
yo,
what
you
Kiss,
might,
how Kiss hit them
yo,
over
that
the
might.
head
I
with.
mean, that might happen if Nas and Jay go up there.
Yeah, I feel you because I think the song
Nas might come up there with that energy that
Yeah,
that
that's
Kiss had.
that's the thing. The energy.
And Jay-Z might be, he might be
A
on
little bit too-
camera
a little
with
bit
the
too
beach
laid
chair.
back. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true. I would love to see that though, man. I
Yeah.
would love to see that setting with the two of them together, just feeding off each other.
Yeah.
You know. So, but I don't know. We got any verses coming up? I don't think there's any.
I ain't see no headlines or nothing.
Nah, nothing yet. Nothing yet. Nothing too serious. We just had that Karis One and Big
Chris
Daddy
Brown
Kane.
and Usher.
Yeah, but see, I think the Usher man would get him though, man.
Think so?
Yeah, I don't need to see all the dancing and all that. The energy would be different, you know what I'm saying? Because with Brown, we're bringing the energy with the dancing. Because I think Usher got them hips now, man. He might have them bad hips, them bad knees. He don't need to be hitting all them popping and locking and shit. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Usher would get him, man. Usher got hits, man. Usher got hits, you know. But we know Brown got it too. But I don't know, man. Other than that, man, it's been little different stuff this week too.
Yeah.
You know, but that was a good thing. I love to see that. We saw Jake in the Hall of Fame.
Oh
Rock and
yeah,
Hall of
yeah,
Fame,
yeah,
him
yeah.
and LL.
Finally,
Yeah, I don't
They
know what the
both-
criteria is for that because I'm like, how the hell is LL just getting in and Jay? You know what I'm saying? That was kind of weird to me.
that was. I mean, they should have been in there.
Yeah, yeah. And I hate that it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I hear that, it's kind of weird, but it was dope, man. It was dope. I love the speech.
Yeah.
No, we were talking about that earlier with the whole Dame thing. He gave Dame the flowers. And, Biggs as well with the whole Rockefeller, family thing. So
That was good to see too.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was dope, man. Dave Chappelle pretty much introduced him. So that was good.
So
That
what
was
you
good.
think about the whole thing with him, man?
with Dave?
As far as him getting,
Nah, you can't cancel Dave.
they
man.
can't cancel him.
Nah, Dave is one of those people who, like, he's always going to be right there with us because he's funny as hell.
Yeah.
And everything with the show. Because it's crazy. Because I was looking at the show the other day, and it's like it was only 2 seasons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was only 2 seasons. And when I watch his stand-ups, it's like I gotta watch Dave's stand-ups like a couple of times.
Yeah.
It's not something that just I go crazy over watching it the first time.
But what I like about Dave is he actually, he's speaking his mind.
Yeah, he's
like,
his mind. Yeah.
One thing about that interview, which I liked, which I believe when he said that Kevin Hart was saying that, I wish he was more, he was able to be more free.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you want Kevin Hart to be more free? What you
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, because like during his skits, during his time on stage. And
Oh,
everything.
okay.
Yeah,
It's different. It's hard for Hart because Hart wants to do other stuff
yeah,
outside of just being on stage. He wants to do like more pop culture stuff. You know what I mean? So,
but he wanna. I'm telling you, he wanted
to speak his mind.
Get out there.
Yeah. But then when I look at
On
Dave,
stage.
but Dave can do it though, and also do pop culture stuff similar to like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing with Jay. So
Yeah.
it's different, man. It's different for him. But Dave is just a jewel for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not, you can't cancel Dave. It's impossible to. Impossible. Even with the walkouts,
It ain't work.
it didn't even work. They didn't, but they're not gonna take that down. They're not gonna take that special down because I was looking at something with a couple of years ago. They talking about Saturday Night Live with Martin Lawrence. You know how he got banned from NBC for pretty much like running his mouth a little bit too much doing his monologue.
Yeah, but do you think we lost freedom of speech when it comes to stuff like that? Like
when it comes to like
even if it's comedy, like
yeah,
you know
we
what I'm saying?
absolutely yeah.
Like-
It's a softer generation
But here's
when
the
it comes
thing.
to that.
So pretty much, like you gotta, if you're doing comedy, it's a joke,
Yeah, yeah.
And
But-
if you feel it's not for you, turn it off.
Yeah, it's hard for people to turn things off. It's very hard for people. It's like a horror movie. Somebody's about to get their head chopped off, but you still look at it. It's hard. So in situations like that, it's up to the comedian. Do they want to water down their product or do they want to enhance the product? Because sometimes when you say certain things, it can get you out there more because you know what they always say, any publicity, even good or bad, is good. It's good publicity. It's publicity, period. You know what I mean? So I understand what you're saying. It's
Yeah,
tough,
yeah.
man, because look at a person like Kevin Hart. Remember him with the Oscars? You know, he had it. He said that was his dream gig, and then it got snatched away from him. You know, because of something like way in the past. You know what I mean? So it's hard, man. Cause
Maybe that's what's
it's
hurting
hard,
comedy
man.
now. I mean, I think that's probably what's hurting stand up now.
Stand up. If anything, stand up.
It's hurting stand up.
Yeah, stand up. I feel
It's
like
hurting stand up because back then, you know what I mean? Back in the day, like,
you can say whatever.
I mean, with the Murphys and Pryor, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they
people
were
were
able to get on stage and, what happened on stage, it stood there.
It's still there. Yeah.
We wasn't out there protesting, trying to ban nobody. Yo, I mean, they said some crazy stuff, man.
People was out there, but not like the way it is because we got the camera phones. You know what I mean? You could
Yeah.
be in a club doing a show with like 17 people in the room, and 2 days later it's on YouTube. You know, because somebody might have had a camera phone.
But Kevin Hart, I remember years ago, he was doing shows where you couldn't even bring your cameras. I mean, you couldn't bring your phones.
Yeah, because of that
into the
situation
show.
like that. Yeah.
So
which is smart.
yeah,
Which is smart.
So you shouldn't. I mean, you should be able to get on stage and do your show and walk out clear head.
Yeah, you should. You can do it, but it's up to you because it's always gonna be some type of backlash. That's why I love rest in peace. I love Patrice O'Neal. He's one of my favorites because he just didn't even care. He would just give it to you straight the way it was, nothing watered down.
It's hurting comedy.
Yeah, it is. It's hurting comedy, but at the same time, I think it helps it too because we get a few guys like the Chappelles. Chris Rock is another one. You know,
So what's going to happen about another, let's say, 10 years from now?
with comedy stand up. I think it's going to
when
get better. It's going to get
Chappelle's
better.
is gone.
Nah, you can't get rid of those Chappelles.
No, I'm saying when his time's up. You think he's gonna be around after 10 years?
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Because something like stand up comedy, you can keep doing that, man, until you lose your voice. You know, I look at all these old rock groups coming out still going on tour and all that, man. They still always gonna have these legends tours and stuff like that, always. And he sells out stadiums, man.
Yeah,
You know,
comedy.
he sells out stadiums.
You're
Absolutely.
right, because the only thing that got an expiration date is like rap.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's rap. Everything else you see rock and roll dudes.
Yeah.
Yo, they be like 60 years old on stage.
I just saw something crazy, some old rock group. Dudes was like geriatric coming on stage, but they were still doing their thing. You know what I mean? But some rap does too, though. Because I think the Carols won a Big Daddy Kane thing. That was popular.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
That was popular.
All right.
A lot of people's loving that, man. That's
What
all I heard.
you think about this? Because you see yourself going, I mean,
I know
on
what you're about to
iTunes.
say.
He drop an album tonight. Are you gonna listen to it?
Who?
KRS-One.
No. I'm not a
what I'm
KRS
saying,
One
see?
fan. I'm not like
It's
I
an
never really
expiration
was.
date.
Yeah, it's an expiration. But for me, I never was really like a KRS One fan
All right,
like
if
that.
Jay-Z
though.
drop an album,
I'm listening to it. Absolutely. I just saw a couple of days ago Ghost dropped the album. And I didn't realize that was like number 14 or 15 or something
Did you
like that. I
listen
heard. Yeah. I listened to it.
I didn't even know it. See?
Yeah, see, I didn't know it came out though. But I'm not the type of person who, because you see these tours, you see the tours, you know, with the rappers and stuff like that, but it's different, man, because like I was telling you with the rock stuff, they do the stadiums, they do all kinds of, man, they make crazy money because they come together.
Yeah.
They come together and do their thing, you know, even the R&B tours, the old school R&B tours,
Yeah,
those
I
never
mean,
die.
stuff like
Those never
singers,
die.
there's no expiration dates
Nah, there isn't.
when it comes to a singer.
Never.
You know?
Never. Because it's always going to be the audience. It's always going to be there.
But see, like the difference I think with hip hop is because it's fashion involved. So that's why it's you know what I mean, it's an age bracket when it comes to that.
Yeah. Because you always have like what they say, the grown and sexy.
Yeah, like you got. I
parties and
mean,
stuff
that's
like
why
that.
it's like when you get to a certain age, they be like, "Look, you should be dressing this type of way." You know,
Doing certain
you
things
shouldn't be
differently.
wearing something somebody 18 or
But-
whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's crazy because I be thinking about that now. You know, like when you dress a certain way and the person see you, like, man, how old are you? You know, it's like, I mean, that's none of your business, but I'm still not wearing like the baggy clothes and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that.
Now,
You know,
yo,
because if you think about it now, I see people like if I see a person rocking a sweatsuit, you got to be. There's no age limit on that, is it? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you could tell somebody's age by how they wearing that sweatsuit, though.
Absolutely, yeah. There you go. There you go. That's right. There you go. I like that. Just like what we say like with
Jeans too.
jeans, or we say like with the Timbs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Certain things like that. If you got them laced a certain way, I can say, okay,
I can tell. Yeah.
I can tell how old you are. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Instantly off what you wear, like how you wearing it, I can pick it up.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But like you said, man, some of that stuff, it never dies. It never goes away.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's a good thing too. When I look at, like when we was looking at, we just talking about with the show, with the Woo Show,
Yeah.
introducing certain things to certain age brackets who don't even know it, don't even know that's where it started. You know what I mean? So something like that never dies because it's gonna make it like get re-enhanced for people like us because that's
Yeah.
what we grew up on.
Like
You know what I'm
somebody
saying?
like who we got? How Jay-Z, Nas, Method Man, like
Yeah.
they was able to still blend in because
Yes.
now,
Like a dude like
because
Meth.
they adjusted.
Like a dude like Method Man.
Yeah, he started working out,
Yep. Yeah.
and you know what I mean. He didn't. He still dresses as if you know what I mean. He not no 20-year-old, but he still he wears stuff fitted. He blend in. Cameron same way.
Yeah, same way. And I look at that, and that's dope to me because, like, a kid like my son, he's 18. He'll see Method Man, and as he is right now. But then when I show him, when he sees the show, it's like, damn, that's how Method Man started. And then he sees the stuff with Redman because then he said, like, oh, they did a movie together. I'm like, well, they did more than the movie together. They really did music together. That's what led to the movies. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yep.
it's different. It's different because what's the word? Like, I can't think of the word is. It's like you just introducing yourself to a newer audience.
Yeah.
Reinventing yourself.
Yeah.
Because look at Cam, like you said with Cam.
And that's what they say, like-
he does that too.
Like when it comes to if you're an artist or any type of if you're doing comedy or anything, the rule is what you should do is every 10 years you should reinvent yourself.
Yeah, I like that. In different
You know what I'm
ways
saying?
too. In different ways.
Yeah.
In different ways.
Just like even with me, like you know what I mean, I've been doing music for about 10 years, right?
Okay.
So like soon as I got to like almost a 10-year bracket, I kind of changed the direction of music I was making. Like now I'm making more of my age bracket music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, something you think
You know what I mean? You
that
dress
we
up.
want to hear.
Yeah, like you know what I
okay.
mean? I don't want to be talking about killing my ops.
Nah, you don't. Please, you don't want that.
Yeah.
Because you got to go to work Monday. You know,
Look,
what I'm
yo, I
saying?
gotta get in the truck the next
Yeah,
day.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Because,
So
yeah, you're right.
I
You're right.
want to talk about, you know what I mean, like life that's going on and I mean my goals.
Your
You know what
regular
I'm saying?
routine, things you do.
your
Yeah,
goals.
absolutely. Yeah, you want that, and that's something that is a good thing. Some people don't get that though. Some people don't. They don't like catch on to that. They just want to keep that same little pattern, that same little wave, and it's a good and a bad thing. I always look at a person like Snoop. That to me is the biggest person who, man, he been doing it since probably like I was like 12 or 13. And he just reinvents himself every time.
Yeah.
He does like the reggae music. I saw him doing some Spanish music. I
Drink
see him
some water.
doing he got the wine. He got some crazy commercial now I see him doing with the with clothes and all kinds of stuff. Man, he reinvented himself a lot. So
Yeah.
that's one person I can always
He
say.
went from Snoop Lion.
Yeah. Doing the TV shows. I see him in every television show, I feel like. You know, he's everywhere. I saw him doing some wrestling shit a couple of months ago. Coming off the top rope, you know, hitting a person with some Macho Man, Randy Savage elbow shit a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
So that's something, you know, and like we say, Cameron, I saw him on that television show with Eve and all them. He's on that one. So, you know, always, man, that reinventing, it's only a handful that know how to do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? So he's those type of dudes, man. They know how to do it the right way. So
Yeah.
you know that's a good thing, man. I don't want to see no 70-year-old Cameron, you know, with the jewelry and all that. I like to see the Cam
'cause,
doing it. I love the way he's doing it right now.
And that's one thing, and that's what I'm not gonna lie to you. That's what kind of threw me away from Jadakiss
Okay.
because he never reinvented himself from when he came out,
Okay.
and that's one of that's one of my favorite rappers. But he gave us the same. He went the same direction from.
But
he,
what you mean when you say that though? As far as like the
he not in the
music?
streets no more.
Nah, yeah, absolutely not. But he definitely, but his music style is just it screams that. So I don't need to hear him talking about certain things. It'll feel weird to me. It'll feel weird to me. You
But-
know what I'm saying? Especially when you look at that verses a couple weeks ago.
No, but that's what Versus is for: is play your hits.
Yeah.
Not when you make an album. Yo, his last album, I couldn't even listen to it
because of the content.
It's you're not out there no more.
But
I believe you. I believe you probably since the last kiss.
it's entertainment though.
But
It's entertainment.
you can't say entertainment on a mic here, but you're saying you outside and it's like the videos online.
Yeah, but like I said though, it's all entertainment. Jay-Z said it best, man. It's all entertainment at the end of the
But
day.
here's the thing. Okay, now Jay-Z said it, right?
Uh-huh.
I've never seen Jay-Z get on live and say I'm outside.
Well, that's different because Hov don't do that stuff, man. Hov, I just saw a couple
I've
days ago.
never
Hov
seen
got
Nas
on IG.
get on. I've never seen Nas get on.
Yeah, but I've seen some of Nas videos, dude. Even though Nas still is a grown man, shit, he still do some videos where he outside.
Oh nah,
he do some shit where he outside.
No. But listen, if you break down his lyrics,
Yeah,
he never said. Even with the song with the young boy, I love that song on his on the last.
from the new one, right?
Yeah.
I know you're talking.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I ain't talking.
Yeah, outside in front of the store, in front of
with Ferg and all them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that song. Listen to his lyrics.
Yeah, okay.
He never said nothing like that.
But it's entertainment though, man. And when you're talking about on IG or some shit like that, to me that's like, it is what it is. I mean, you're not out there. He ain't out there pumping the pack. He outside. I mean, I hope he outside.
But we
You
know
know?
what outside mean.
Yeah, I mean, but what is out? But what's? See, that's the thing though. We talking about two different terms of outside. When he's outside, he outside like he's in. Just like he said when he was on the Verses, I'm outside. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. I'm in Hall. I'm in Brooklyn. I'm in the BX.
We know
you know
what
what I'm
outside
saying?
mean.
He's not outside. That man's not outside with a pack. That man's not outside like that. You know what I'm saying? He's not outside like that.
But I would like to see more of him showing growth. You know what I'm saying? Showing growth.
But see, then when people do stuff like that, I hear a lot of people change up, and then I hear a lot of people say, "Man, that shit whack, man. Just go back to what you was doing." And then I hear other people like you say stuff like that. So it's always a middle ground.
Well,
man. Always.
split it up.
He do, because sometimes I see him with a haircut with the baldy, the Kiss I know, and then I see him when he took his hat off a couple months ago, and I'm like, damn, I ain't even know Kiss can grow hair. You know, so to me, he is switching it up when he do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to see Kiss in a 3-piece suit. You know, I want to see him the way he is now. You know what I'm saying? He still got his ice on. He got the fitted clothes like we was talking about with the meth. You know what I'm saying? Because look at SP. Look at SP. You know, look at him. You know what I'm saying? He do similar things too.
But he got called out. That's what I'm saying. They got called out by like dudes like Hassan Campbell.
Who cares?
Nah,
man.
What I'm saying
That
is,
man, that dude, man. He need to call himself out. That dude. Yeah. See, when people like that call you out, go that way. Go that way. Cause I don't want to hear that. You when the dude like that call me out, you getting views. He trying to get views off of what he think that man doing wrong. Man, get out of here, man.
Nah, I mean,
type it in the tweet. And
so
let
you
it
don't
be.
think? I'm just saying. I just think over the years, as you grow in life, you should put that out as a message. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you got listeners.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I hear that from guys like Kiss, though. I hear that.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
Kiss.
I hear him talking about it.
You know,
I mean, he donates to the hood and all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
But pushing certain. I mean, I don't hear him. I mean, I haven't really heard his new stuff.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything new really. So.
Yeah.
But in terms of
But
that,
just don't
man,
be saying I'm outside. You know what I'm saying? You're not outside, man.
we know it. We know. I mean, we know when he says stuff like that. We know what he means. I mean, the guy's the guy's outside. He's probably in the hood. I mean, I don't know for sure. I don't know. But like I said to you, man, like Jay-Z said, man, it's all entertainment at the end of the day, man. It's all entertainment.
So is Jim Jones entertainment?
I don't know. That dude be a whole lot of places. Shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's the way you move, though. It's the way you move. At the age he's at, the position he's in, I know them guys, they know how to move. They know how to move. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
You think he an informant?
I don't know about none of that. I don't get into all that, man. That's that hearsay shit, man. I don't know, man. I try to listen to facts, man. That's that hearsay shit. I don't know what them men doing, man. To be honest with you. I don't know.
So what about this dude named Alpo?
Yeah, that was crazy to hear that after so long. Him being killed pretty much in Harlem, right? Was it in Harlem?
Yep.
Yeah, in Harlem, late night,
Coming home from, I think, a nightclub or something like that?
Yeah, something like that, like an industry-type nightclub party or something. Everybody know Alpo from the Paid in Full movies.
So do you believe that he was actually dead? I mean, he's dead now, or you think it was something that was staged? Because he did work. I mean, with the feds.
Yeah, I don't know if it was staged. You know, that could be happening. You never know. But again, that goes back to the conspiracy talk we be getting into a lot, man.
Yeah.
A lot of things, it's like people will say that it's a conspiracy unless they actually see his body. They need to see the DNA. They need to see this or that.
Yeah.
Anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? Anything's possible. Or the man could just be dead. You know what I'm saying? So if you put yourself back out there after all them years, then you can be touched. Anybody can be touched, especially the situation that he put himself in, you know. So he cost a lot of people a lot of years. The whole thing with Rich Porter and all that stuff like that too. So, you know, and now I'm hearing that we're gonna make a part 2 of the movie. I heard Dame was talking about doing. So
Yeah.
again, capitalizing off a situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to tell, man. It's always gonna be some conspiracy talk, man. You know that, man. They still talking about Elvis alive, man.
I mean,
They said Elvis alive, man. Come on, man. I heard Pac was in at the Bucks game a couple weeks ago, man. Come on, man. We know that, man. It's always gonna be something, man. Always, man.
you never know, man. Look,
Hey, if he out there still, that's crazy. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Who knows, man? Who knows, man? You know something. They may say I know something. You know what I'm saying? But still, at the end of the day, I don't think it needed to happen like that, though, for people
Nah.
to really be paying attention to it, because nobody really was paying attention to
well,
him.
people
really.
was questioning it mainly because, like, he came out of jail. You know, everybody know. You know, he was in the streets a little bit, and he was walking around Harlem.
like it was nothing. But
Yeah, like it
I
was
saw
nothing.
a couple of things, like he had a mask on, too, in certain places, right?
Yeah,
And they changed his name, you know, and it was up to him to come back, though. He didn't have to come back. You know, when you get out of jail, they send you off. He didn't
Yeah.
have to come back around here. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's thinking that times have changed. You know, this is a new time, this is a new day with social media. He was thinking he probably can capitalize off, you know, the legend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, things like that. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So that's one of the things a lot of people do. The reinvent yourself shit that we were just talking about, you know? Thinking you might be able to get a bag or two hosting a club party or something like that,
Oh,
an event,
I bet he was making
things
some
like that.
money though.
Yeah, and I heard a couple things with some drugs too, maybe. You know, he might have been doing, you know, something. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, you know.
You read shit in the paper that person probably never even, like, just heard of him basically off the movie. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So that'd be the thing too. So you never know, man. You never know. You never know. So that was a crazy thing this week, man. That was a crazy
So
thing.
you
to
told
hear.
me something new that a couple hours ago about your boy from the Packers.
Yeah, the Aaron Rodgers thing. That was crazy, man. That was a crazy
So,
situation this week.
The
man.
whole thing with the vaccine, like,
He kind of put that on himself a little bit, though. You know what I'm saying? He put that on himself a little bit.
so basically he told the NFL, "Hey, I'm allergic to whatever is in the vaccine."
No, he didn't tell him that.
Yeah.
When the season started, they do like their press conference or whatever.
All right.
And they asked him, you know, the situation came up and the questions came up as far as being vaccinated. And I believe he said he was, I can't even think of the fucking word is now, but he said he was pretty much immune or whatever, immunization thing, whatever. I can't think what the hell the word is, but it comes to find out that a couple of maybe a week ago, he tested positive for COVID.
Yeah.
You know, and him putting himself and the team in that situation as far as like no mask, doing press conferences, not being vaccinated. But he says the team already knew about it.
Yeah.
They already knew the situation. But even though the team knew about it, the team still didn't follow some of the NFL rules. So when you don't follow the NFL rules, it suspensions, fines, things like that come into play. And with him, then he kind of put his foot in his mouth yesterday with the interview. He was on a podcast interview. He started quoting MLK, stuff like that. Crazy talk with the conspiracy things. He said he was allergic to something in the medication, in one of the vaccines. But if he would have just said that from the jump, he probably would have been good. You know what I'm saying? He probably would have been good.
But see, who knows? He probably wouldn't be playing. He probably wouldn't make the week 8.
I think he would have been straight, because when you're in a situation like that, you make certain, you go about things, you move differently. But it's with Aaron, man, it's been happening for the past 2 years now, outside of this whole COVID, the vaccine stuff, man. He been walking around Green Bay with his, head up saying, I forget about y'all, I'm out of here in a couple of years, I'm Aaron Rodgers. Star quarterback type moves,
Yeah,
the
but
diva
see-
type stuff, the diva type stuff.
Now, how you feel about him lying about him getting the shot
Well, he claims he didn't lie.
and
You know?
Kyrie?
In a situation like that, I think it's different. It's different because you got in Kyrie's situation again. It's the state. It's not the NBA. It's the state that he lives in. That
That's
he
a
plays
good one there.
basketball
That's a
in.
good one, see?
It's not the NBA. The NBA is just saying like this. All we ask you to do is to follow the rules of the state. They're
Of
not
the state,
saying you
of
got to
the
do
state.
this. You know what I'm
Of
saying?
the state, yeah,
Same thing with
makes
the NFL. If you're not gonna get the shot, cool. Just go about things, the rules, and you'll be able to be good. Because now look at him, he's missing a big game this week.
All right, so but if Kyrie would have got tested, would he have had the chance to play still?
If he would have got tested,
Yeah.
He's still. It's just the state, man. That's the thing.
New York wants you to get the shot.
Yes, the thing with Kyrie is because he playing in an indoor facility. That's his job. He plays in an indoor facility half of the season. It's an 82 game season, so 41 be at the house, 41 be on the road. You know, so that's the situation he's dealing with. It's different. It's different. But I think a lot of people always put a different spin on it. But with Rodgers, man, it's the diva shit, man. He's been doing it for like the past 2 or 3 years. He's been wanting to get out of Green Bay for a minute now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
He was trying to get out of there before the season even started.
absolutely, yeah,
So
absolutely.
this right here is just he might be.
But my thing is this. I think this is the perfect example of you can do what you want to do with your body, but when you making that money, you a quarterback, you a leader of the team, they got a hell of a chance to get the number 1 seed. The NFL is different this year because if you get the number 1 seed in your conference, you get that bye week. It's not 2 teams, it's just the 1 team. So he's hurting the squad right there. And they got a big game against a division. A conference rival in Arizona this week. You know, it's a big game this week, man. You know what I'm saying?
No. They played them last week.
Well, whoever they play, they play they play Arizona this week, right?
No,
Whoever
they
they
played
play
them
this week, I
they
can't
played
think.
them on Thursday.
Either way,
They
it's a
won.
big game.
He
It's a
won that
big
game, so it
Yeah,
don't
they
matter.
won that game. Yeah,
Yeah.
but he got another big game coming up this week. Kansas City, they play this
Oh,
week.
they good. They don't need man.
See, there you go. Now, how
Because
can
Kansas
it's-
City ain't got no defense.
it doesn't matter. But you think that make this love first start?
Yo, we seen what you got to do.
Yeah,
You
that's,
do.
Nah,
look,
nah.
look,
You can't say that.
If I was
man.
the coach, that's all you got to do. Kansas City don't have defense, right?
Okay, but they got
You
offense.
You look, okay. Guess what I'm gonna do? Because they have a lot of injuries on Green Bay, I'm gonna run.
Okay.
I want to run that clock out.
Yeah, I hear you, man, but it's hard to do in a situation like that because you still got the young boy at the QB. This is his first NFL start. You're going against Andy Reid. You're going to still got Pat Mahomes, man. Pat may be struggling, but it's
They
still
washed.
it's still
Some
gonna be a
boys
tough one,
is
man.
washed.
It's still gonna be a tough
Some
one, man.
boys is-
Nah, I can't call him washed, man. I can't call him washed when you got Mahomes and Andy Reid, but getting on it, man. I just think that he put the team in a tough bind, though. You feel me? So that's the main thing. You know what I'm saying? Because look at like a situation like with Beckham Jr.
Oh,
about
yeah,
to get
he-
cut. He about to get cut, and that's another situation.
But-
The yapping at the mouth too much, man.
Guess what? He might find himself on a championship team now.
Maybe if he has to clear waivers, he gets cut Monday. He has to clear waivers. So the way the waiver thing works in NFL is it goes from the worst team to the best team. So it's like the number 1 worst team to the number 32, which would be the best team in the league. So like my Detroit, the Dolphins, teams like that. You know, they might be up. They might in Green Bay. I think Green Bay is like number 9 on the list. You know, the Eagles, shit, we like number 8. But you still got to pay him the contract money. So he's another situation that we see. Just be quiet and just play ball. Just play ball. You know what I'm saying? And he talked his way out of 2 organizations right now already. So, you know, he just that's the crazy situation with him, man. For real.
I mean, you think he was right?
Beckham.
Yeah.
When I saw when his dad put that video out there, that was
Yeah.
crazy the way his dad he broke it down. I did see a couple of situations where he was open, but again, what happened? What was going on with Baker? Was he under pressure? Was it a better look somewhere else? I just think that Beckham ever since he made that catch, man, it's just like
With that one hand?
Yeah, he just turned into something. And if you really sit back and think about it, that's the only thing he's ever really done in the league is that catch.
Nah. He actually done something on the Browns before he got injured.
Nah, he hasn't really done anything, man. Not in the big game. In football, I can really care less what you do during the regular season. If you do something in the playoffs that's spectacular and you help the team win, that's how you get remembered. You feel me? In a situation like that with Beckham, that's really the only thing I've really seen him do is that catch. You know what I'm saying? So I hope we get to go
Think
somewhere
so?
good, man. I hope he goes to like the Raiders or something, man. So
Nah, man, I think he did more than that.
shout out my man Brooksy, man. I hope the Raiders get him, man, because I think that'll
he
be a
did
nice
more
little
than
look,
that,
man. What has he done? What has he done?
He caught some good before he got injured. That game.
Again, you can catch some good passes, but what has he caught the passes doing? And he hasn't like a Diggs. The catch he made in Minnesota. He hasn't
never got the chance.
Yeah, but he has gotten the chances, and when he gets them, he hasn't really done much. He hasn't really done much with him, you know? I think he was in a good situation in Cleveland. His
So
boy
we
was
saw
there.
that one pass, and that changed his life.
That pretty much got him that. He got that attitude, that diva attitude, that all the wide receivers have. You know what I'm saying? Number ones, I would guess. But if you put his numbers up against like a Hopkins, Diggs, you put him up against my man Lockett in Seattle.
Yeah.
They probably outproduced him. You know, over the past 3 years, 4 years. He had a good situation in New York. He was bitching about Eli. Eli was on his way out anyway.
What's your Super Bowl picks?
Super Bowl picks?
Before we change the subject.
I don't know. It's too early right now, man. It's too early
Cardinals.
to tell. The Cardinals, I still think Green Bay, I still got the Rams out there. The Rams look crazy.
Oh, yeah.
They just picked up Von Miller this week, too. That looked crazy. That defense looked crazy. So right now, man, it's real hit or
Cardinals
miss.
coming out of NFC and AFC.
AFC, I think Buffalo. Buffalo looked tough,
Yep,
man.
I can agree
Buffalo
with you.
looked tough, man. I thought Tennessee until Henry got hurt.
He hurt now.
Yeah, he
man,
done
so.
for the year. So I think Buffalo gonna be tough, man. Buffalo gonna be real tough. And
But don't sleep on the Raiders though.
yeah, I'm not gonna sleep with the Raiders because I still think the Raiders showed me something because I didn't think they was for real, but they've shown something over the past couple of weeks. So
Yeah, so I mean,
and Kansas City
Definitely
too.
can't let that go.
Can't forget about Kansas City,
No,
man.
I'm
Because
done.
if Kansas City get hot, man, that's
it.
serious.
They ain't got
man.
no defense, man.
All right, man.
You can't.
All right.
You cannot win a Super Bowl without defense.
If you got a quarterback like Mahomes, man.
It don't matter. Yo, you
Tell
can
me.
have. Yo,
you
I
can
can
have a
have Joe
shootout,
Montana.
man. You can have a shootout, man.
I can have Joe Montana. If you can't.
It's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, but I just think a team like that, and you look at a game like this one with Green Bay against Kansas City. If Kansas City goes out there and puts up some numbers and really blows out Green Bay because the young boy starting his first game, that can get him going. That can really get him going, especially in that division. You feel me? That's a big thing, especially in that division.
We'll see.
Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We definitely gonna see, man. But other than that, man, what's been going on this week, man?
Oh yeah, we had a good topic we want to talk about though, as far as relationships, right?
Yeah, we was talking some financial and some mental aspects of the relationships.
So, if you're in a relationship, how would you feel like, you get in a situation, you with a girl or whatever, and you ain't got the money to pay the bills no more, and she took over? How would you feel as a man? Would you feel less as a man, or?
For me, if we're in a relationship, it's we're in that partnership situation, and she's picking up the weight while I'm trying to get myself together. I don't have a problem with that. I think some men do have problems with that because of their own egos. But if you're in a partnership, you're in a relationship with your lady, and even if you're not married, and even when you are married, you damn sure better be accepting of it because what was the
No,
whole
if you're in a
purpose,
relationship too, it can be the same thing. Like, all right, say if I'm dating somebody, look, we got an apartment together, and I get laid off or I get fired, right? I ain't got no money saved, and I'm used to paying. You know what I mean? I'm used to paying whatever I'm used to paying, right? Say we're not married or nothing, so I'm like, look, I got everything. I'm paying whatever the rent or mortgage is, and you got your half.
Okay.
And I ain't got it.
Yeah, and we.
How would you feel as a man
Uh-huh.
if you letting her pay all them bills?
I wouldn't feel if we sitting down and we talked about it and we've circulated a little plan until I'm able to get back going the way I was before. I mean, I wouldn't have too much of a problem with it because I have a situation going on. I think you got to be able to have that communication with your partner in a situation like that.
So what? I mean, is there a time frame? Like I'm saying, all right, you can be hurting 1 month.
Yeah,
What about month two?
it should absolutely be a time frame for yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You should
Yeah.
have a time frame for yourself.
Yeah, I'm saying
as
some
a
dudes
person.
just chill. I mean, I'm trying to say, like, how
Oh,
would you
nah.
feel?
As a man, I couldn't chill because I want to be able to not only take care of myself, I want to still be able to be there for my partner because I can never know they could be in that situation too.
Yeah.
It's tough. It won't work if both of us in that situation at all. Nah.
So I mean, as a man, right? As a man, and you got a woman taking care of you. how would you feel? I mean, I'm saying overall, like, would you feel less of a man, or
It depends on what you say.
because you gotta come to her like, hey, look, let me get $20.
Oh, that's different,
Let
man.
me get $30.
what
Like, you know what I'm saying?
When
Like,
you saying it like taking care of you.
yeah.
Nah, I couldn't put myself
You
in that
can't
situation.
find work.
Well, you gonna find. You got to find a way. You got
I
to find
mean,
a way.
look, I met dudes like that all the time.
Yeah, because that's what I mean. You have some dudes who are okay
Well,
with
they
that.
ain't looking for work.
Yeah,
You know
that's what I
I'm
mean.
saying?
So that's different. It's different. You know, that's a different question. There, you have some guys who are okay settled in that, and then you have some guys who want to do better, want to get more. Want
So
to
if
be
it
better.
was you, I'm asking you.
I told you, for me, nah, I can't have a seat. I got to be able to still do my thing. I still
Yeah.
got to be able to make money.
So you want to make your own income?
Yeah, because whatever I have bring to the table, that's for us, and I feel like vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, that's for us. You know.
So as a man, do you feel like you should pay more, or
I feel like I should pick up the slack where needed. Yeah, absolutely.
you prefer to do like a 50-50 thing?
It depends on the situation. It depends on her, you, and her situation. Everybody's situation is different because you may be making more money. You may be in a situation where you're settled into your job. You may be in a situation where she's working on things. She may be going to school, maybe making part-time money. You know what I'm saying? So, and may eventually, shit, you never know. She be making that part-time money going to school. She get over school, she may be making more money than you. You know,
All right, so
and
would
you was
date a
there, and you
woman?
was there the whole time.
All right. So would you date a woman that's making more money than you?
Yeah, why not? This ain't no Martin episode.
No,
man.
I'm just
I ain't worried
asking you.
about none of that.
I'm just asking you.
Nah,
I mean, this
I don't have a
question
problem
that
with
I
that.
get.
I don't have a
be having a
problem with
conversation with. So
I don't have a problem with
if
that.
your girl making more money than you, I mean, how would you feel? Like, I mean, that's cool with you.
I would feel like, damn wrong, you made a smart choice. That's you got with a young lady who is very mature, prosperous, smart, then went to school, and it's going to influence you. Could influence me because I could see my lady. What'd you do? Just making all this money. Oh, I went to school. I did this. I did that. I had to sacrifice certain things, and I'd be thinking to myself, you know what? She can influence me to step my game up, to sacrifice some things on my end, work, school, and then we can, prosper together. She could be showing me the way. You know?
All right. So all right. So if she making more money than you, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Say if you making $50,000 or $40,000 a year, and she making $100,000 a year,
Mm-hmm.
right? Would you still pay the bills? Like majority of the bills.
I would still be right there. Yeah, we got it. That's
So would
something
you let
we
her
should-
keep? I'm saying, would you be like, all right, you make more?
Nah,
would you do
man,
this?
I don't.
How would
That's
you do
like
it? No,
that's
I'm
like
just
that's like
asking.
playing. That's like going too deep into something.
No, I'm
because
asking you. I mean,
in a
some people-
situation like that, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna have a conversation about it. I'm guessing, yeah, because you got to get yourself to that point from the rip. You probably living together. I don't think you just jump right into it.
Nah,
You
what
know?
if she just got? No, I mean, like she just got a new gig. She probably started off y'all both making 40,000, and she finally found something in her career field where she could make more money, right?
Okay.
So, boom, she jumped into $100,000 a year. You still stuck at 40, and you was paying the rent. You know what I mean? And she making $100,000 a year.
If we together, I would think my lady would already see the writing on the wall in certain situations. I would think.
Would you just continue to do it, or y'all have a conversation? I mean,
It's
how would you do it?
communication lines. I just
What's
told you. You keep asking me
So
the
you'll
same
be
question.
broke. So I'm saying, okay. So
See, it's not about being broke, man. You asking me two or three. You asking like two or three different
I'm just trying
questions
to
in
see-
one.
well,
My
I'm-
answer is this. My answer is this. If me and my lady living together, we sitting down, we gonna communicate something. Once our situation changes, like you talk about the rappers, once I level up or vice versa, we'll sit there and have another conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because we always going. If we living in a rinky-dink one-bedroom apartment and I level up or vice versa, we're gonna be moving, of course.
Yeah.
Because of course she gonna say it's time for us to level up.
That's what I'm saying. Mortgage, whatever.
Yeah.
Who holding it down?
We're gonna hold it down together. What you mean? Let me ask you this. Everything you just asked me, what's your response? What's your answer to
I'm
it?
asking you.
I just gave you my answer. Now, what's your response to it? If you in that situation, give me your response to it.
as a man.
Hmm?
Look, as a man, I'm going to put forth most of mine first.
Okay. What else? There's more because I just gave you a couple answers.
No, I just gave you the answer. I'm going to put forth most of mine first,
And then-
and if I can't handle,
And then if
if I
that's
can't
first,
handle, you know what I mean. That's why we together.
Uh-huh.
Boom, you follow up. Boom, boom, like that.
You
And-
follow up now. If you making 40 and she levels up to 100,000, then what?
Like I said, I'm gonna put forth mine first, and then she can follow up. So I'm not gonna ask her.
What's follow up?
Like, all right, say if the mortgage is like $2,200 a month, right? And I'm only bringing home, you know what I mean, $2,000 a month. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Look, I need this.
I don't understand what you're saying then.
I'm
So
gonna
basically,
put-
so
I'm
what
gonna
you're
put
telling me
my
is,
money
yeah,
up. I'm gonna put my money up
that's
first.
of course.
I'm gonna need this for you.
That's
you know what I
that's
mean?
the answer I just gave you before. Y'all
Yeah.
coming together. You coming together. You coming together.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to be able to. I don't want to hear all that. I'm gonna take this over. I'm the man. Oh man, I don't want to hear that shit, man. People be killing me with all that, man.
So you think them times are over?
But it's not over because people's situations is different. Everybody's relationship is different. That's the problem. A lot of people always want to put every relationship in the same category, and it's not. It's not. It's different. Every relationship.
Nah,
is
because
different.
I meet some people still in 2021 that say, "Hey, look, if I was married, or if I mean I'm married or whatever, my girl, she's just going to stay home."
Well, so that's different then. Then that's a different situation.
Yeah.
Because then that man wants a housewife. That's what he's basically wants a housewife. I look at always like an example of my mother. I always laugh with my mom because with her and my father, it was like, no, all that joint bank account stuff. They always had their own bank accounts. They pretty much split things down the middle and everything was fine. We lived a happy life.
Yeah. Like
Everybody lived a
I'm
happy
married,
life.
and look, me and my wife, we tried the joint bank account thing. Yo, that don't work.
Nah, because
I don't want to look when she do any little thing. She go to the store. Yo, I don't want to be watching what she do.
Nah,
and
vice
I don't want her
versa.
to watch what I'm doing.
Yeah, because you never know. You could be
Yo,
in the store
I'm
and
like,
see
yo.
something. You could see something like that when you
Yeah.
bought that. You be like, that'll look all
Yo,
right.
yeah, you're gonna be like, yo,
Let me
who
buy
went
that.
to the store and did this? Who did
Yeah,
that?
of course. So
Yo, nah, man. Look,
it's and that's your family. That's your dynamic together, right? And you make
Yeah.
it work. That's what I always tell anybody. Find your dynamic, make it work. That's it. Don't do something you see somebody else doing because that might not work
Yeah.
for you two. That might not work for the two of you.
just like I see people that share social media pages. They be like,
Yeah, that's weird
and,
to me.
John and Tina Smith. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
weird. That's
I'm
kinda
like,
weird.
yo,
That's weird.
you know what I'm
That's
saying?
kinda
Stuff
weird,
like
yeah.
that. Like, yo,
Yeah, that's weird. But
yo,
I don't know.
Y'all, look,
That works
you
for
need
them.
your private life. She need her private life.
Yeah.
And that's the way, yo, that is called healthy relationship.
Have
You know what I'm
and you know how do you and you know what gets you right there?
What?
Communicating.
Yeah.
Having a conversation about it. That's
I
the
don't- yo,
best way to get
I
there.
don't even know how much my wife make.
I don't even be knowing because
I don't check. You know what I mean? I don't check her money.
this is my thing. As long as you can find a way to make things work,
Yo,
I salute any and everybody because that's the best thing to do. That's the best thing to do because don't have people in your business. Well, you know, girl, you should be. Nah, I don't want to hear all that. You know, this how we work. We make it work together.
yeah.
Make it
Yo,
work
that's
together.
how. Look, that's how stuff lasts.
Hmm?
Cause yo,
Always.
snooping and being nosy.
Yeah,
and
yeah. That Sherlock
micromanaging-
Holmes and all that.
and
Yeah.
micromanagement. Guess what, man? You know what happens with that? Short term.
Find yourself by yourself.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know. See, and that's the thing. That's dope because you find the two of you found a way to make it work like that. But you probably had to find it. You had to get to that stage,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You had
yeah.
to
We
get
had to get to that stage. Yo, we tried the whole joint thing and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
Like
work.
Martin say, number the joint account, number the joint account, and it's hard to do that, man. It's hard.
No.
It's hard to do that, man. It's hard to do that, man, because you know you might be at the store somewhere, you might see a pair of sneakers or
Yo,
something.
I see
then it's
Amazon. I see Amazon boxes coming all the time. I mean, I'd be like, damn, or something else.
Hey.
I do say that, but I
But-
don't be like, yo, how much you spent? I don't
But
say
you know
nothing.
what though? But sometimes what I love is females may see things differently than us. You feel me? They may see it differently than us. Then they may pick something up and be like, "Well, this for the house," and
Yeah.
then I'm be like, "Damn, another box." But next thing you know, a couple of weeks go by, and my ass been using it. You know what I'm saying? I probably been using more than her. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
it's true.
saying? So that's sometimes we notice things that we may need. You know, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So that's dope. I love the way when it's a communication part of it. Man,
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
look, that's what it is. It's communication.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look, lights never been cut off. Long as this bill been paid every time.
Absolutely.
Yo, you good?
Yep.
I'm good.
My-
Look, it was straight.
My
Look,
Earth
most-
tell me that all the time,
look,
man.
refrigerator's full.
Yep, that's what my Earth always
Yo,
tell me all the time, man.
Guess
always.
what? I ain't got no questions, man.
Lights on, fridge full, rent paid. It's all good. It's all good. It's
I
all
have
good.
zero questions, bro.
Absolutely, man. And that's a good thing, because if you sacrificing anything, it better not be them lights. Definitely better not be the cable. Definitely might be that cable because messing with my kids, especially my daughter. You know what I'm saying? That Wi-Fi not on. Her room tying my ass up somewhere. So just as long as you communicate everybody on the right same 11 player field, it's all good, man. It's all good.
That's what it's about, man.
Yeah. And whatever makes it work for the two of you. If you picking up the slack makes it better, if vice versa, coming together, whatever makes it work for you, man. Whatever makes it work for you.
But I think this is my thing though. As a man, the man should have 75. If it's 100, say all right, say if it's $1,000.
Yeah.
Whatever. Y'all total bills thousands. The man should pay $750.
$750.
That's
Cool.
everything.
That's
you know
cool.
what I'm saying?
That's cool. That's cool. That's a good
$250.
dynamic.
Give her that. You know what I mean?
That's a good dynamic. And at the
I think that's fair.
And at the same time, I work with a guy who I talk to about something like this, and he always tells me he takes care of most of the stuff, but his wife treats him some months. She gives him months where she treats him. It's 12 months out of the year.
Okay.
And I think he told me she may treat him like 3 months out of the year, where she may come to him and say, you know what, honey, I'm taking care of everything this month because you always take care of stuff. I'm going to take care of the majority of the things. Go enjoy yourself with that money that you spend, or he saves it and he uses that to go on vacation together with her. You feel me?
Yeah.
Sometimes he does that. So they have a dynamic. They have a dynamic.
Yeah, everybody got their own thing how they do it.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. So, when he was talking to me about that before, you know what I mean? So, everybody has a different thing. So, whatever works for you, do it, man. Do it, man. For real. Do it.
Yeah.
So, other than that, man, what we got for the week, man? We wrapping it up. That was a good one.
I think, that was a good one there, man.
Yeah, that was a good one, man. That's another good one, man.
That was a good one. See, look, I had Patron. I didn't have Remy this time.
Yeah, so no Remy J.
It was more of a sophisticated conversation.
Yeah, it was one of those we a jazz parlor. We ain't had no cigarettes lit and nothing like that. But other than that, it was a good one.
So we're gonna close out. Right.
We're gonna close out tonight, and next week, man.
We might have a special guest next week. Definitely, man. Runway Romo.
And
next week,
I want to have some conversations with this gentleman about some television shows because I want him to start watching a couple of shows. We had that Wu series just wrapped up.
Oh yeah, season 2. I want to start that tomorrow.
Yeah, and BMF.
Definitely.
And I want to talk
I'm
to
watching that already.
Yeah, I want to ask you about
called all the way up.
I want to ask you about the BMF thing. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it next time about the whole 50 because I read an article about what 50's doing for TV for young black actors. Yeah, how he's changing it a lot. So we're gonna talk about that next week, man. We're gonna just because I was reading the article was like it caught my eye because they talked about The Wire, they talked about Sopranos, Sons of Anarchy, and how 50 just made this universe and how he's just creating this universe and these actors, these actors are just blowing up. You know what I'm saying? Because how he's bringing in the old and the new with Lorenz Tate, you know what I'm saying? Guys like that, like Meth, stuff like that. So we can get into that next time.
Definitely. Yeah.
We can talk about that. But that's what I want to get into with you, man.
Look, if you want to advertise on the show, if you want to be a guest on the show, hit us up. Don't be shy. Don't be scared.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna kill you with no questions. Look,
nothing.
Come on board. If you want to advertise your music or if you got a business, hit us up.
Anything.
Garden State Warrior Podcast.
Yeah.
We out.
We out, man. Next week.